All right, jabronis, we're live. I'm having a whole mess of technical issues right now. So if you're even on, please stand by. Trying to figure out what's going on with this. Give me a second here. Don't know why this isn't working. Can anyone see the camera? Probably not. So that's just fantastic. The game's about to start. We're working through it. All right, I think we're back. There's going to be a delay, but I think we're back on video. If you guys can see me, give me a thumbs up or in the chat, hit me up. Still no camera? How about now? Any camera? Bingo, we're back. We're back. Okay, there's a little delay in, probably like a 20-second delay. But dealing with a lot of technical issues the past few minutes, so I apologize. I wasn't sure if the chat was going to work earlier. The camera crapped out on me. Everything was going berserker, so I apologize. Thanks for sticking around. But we're already in the middle of this game. And Goldschmidt's leading off for the Yanks, playing the Red Sox. They won last night in the first game of the series in this rivalry matchup. Thanks almost solely to Giancarlo Stanton. So I just want to let everybody know that if you're tuning in and you have a problem with Stanton, take it to the judge. But we got game 2 today. Max Fried, Kentucky Fried Chicken, is up pitching for the Yanks today. We got this, I don't know who this guy is, Suarez for the Red Sox. Goldschmidt's leading off. Not sure how I feel about that. But let's see if the Yanks can make it 2 in a row against their rivals. Now, here's the thing. The Red Sox stink. But they're the Red Sox. And it's the Red Sox Yankees. And every time that happens, you know there's going to be usually a good series. Something going on. I wish there was more fights. As Goldschmidt goes 3-2 now. I wish there was more fights and actual tension and bench clearing brawls and what have you than in the past. You know, the past few years have been kind of quiet. And the real sort of rivalry that popped up recently has been with the Astros, mainly because they're a bunch of cheaters and losers. And you know, that's what happens when you cheat and win and people find out about it. You cause trouble. You stir some shit up. So I'd like to see this happen again in Boston with the Red Sox and the Yankees. Bring that rivalry back. Let's get some fights going. Hit a guy, charge a mound, make it happen. Goldschmidt's been fighting off. This is actually a really good first at bat if you're... I got to put the volume down so I can hear myself talk. If you're a leadoff guy, I've talked about this a lot in the past, you want to see pitches. Not just for yourself and not just to make the pitcher work, but for the rest of the team to see this guy's stuff. As Goldschmidt grounds out to first base, but still, I don't know, it was like a 10-pitch at bat, first guy. So that's not bad. He got out. I wish Ben Rice was playing today and not Goldschmidt, but not a bad at bat for him to lead off because you saw every pitch this Suarez fella's got now. And so did Aaron Judge, and so did the next guy in the lineup. So good. That's a good leadoff at bat. It didn't get a hit or a guy on base, but that's a good leadoff at bat. So not mad about it. As Judge gets in and he takes ball 1 on a sinker outside, way outside. Judge only batting .235, which is still like the second highest on the team, but he's got 9 home runs, a whole mess of RBIs already, and this is a slow start for him. The first beginning of the season always a slow start for him, but that's just how good he is that his slow start, he's still the second best hitter on the team right now. Overall, he's the best on the team. But as far as numbers go, slow start Judge is still the best, one of the best, which I don't know if that says more about Judge or more about how bad the rest of the Yankees lineup is. Probably a little bit of both, honestly. As much as I hate to say it as a Yankees fan, but they stink. Their offense is not consistent and not that great. As Judge takes this count full, I'm flapping my gills. Suarez is pitching 8-9 pitches in between sentences. Guy's moving quick, but he doesn't look that overpowering. So, and again, he's throwing a lot of pitches, and they're making him work, which is great. So let's see if he makes a mistake here on 3-2. Judge lines that foul down the right field side. Want to give a shout out very quickly. He's not listening. He doesn't listen. Nobody in my family listens. That's fine. To JPL3, my old man, got out of knee replacement surgery yesterday, and he's back home. Driving my mom crazy already. Crazy Carol. So they get to watch this game. He's dealing with new knee as Judge walks. He's dealing with a new knee and post-surgery woes. And then my mom has to deal with that, plus the Yankees versus Red Sox. I can't tell you how happy I am not to be home right now. I love my parents, and I like hanging out in the dungeon, in the wintertime, but no thanks. That's a perfect storm of I don't want to be there right now. So good luck to JPL3 as he recovers both mentally and physically from that injury and from that procedure. Got a whole new knee now. No excuses. As Bellinger comes in, he takes quick 0-2 on the count as Judge is at first base. Let's see what he can do. He's been heating up a little bit more consistent with the hitting, which is nice. Let's see if he can do something here with Suarez 0-2. He check swings at that curveball. That's a tough one to see. On the live broadcast, that looks like a not one bit presentable curveball. But I know in the batter's box, it probably looked like a strike a lot longer based on, where this camera angle is and all that and where you actually are in the plate. He checked his swing at that, but that looked close. That looked not even close to a strike. But I know in real life that probably looked a lot more tempting than it did. Shout out good brother Figs. Rocking the hat again if you're looking. It's going to be a little delayed in the feed, but there you go. As Bellinger swings and misses. Yikes. This guy, is he throwing heat? No, it's a good low and outside pitch. Bellinger's not a low and outside guy. He's a low and inside guy. And he missed it. He whiffed. Whiff City. It's okay. We got 2 outs now. Run on first. Giancarlo's up. Let's see if Giancarlo can do some early damage again. He takes strike one. 4-seam fastball, 92 miles an hour. This guy is gonna fit. He's gonna have to finesse the Yankees and not overpower them. But here's the problem: the Yankees stink against soft lefties. Ooh, as Stanton rips that one down the left field line. I spoke too soon. Judge is going to get to third pretty easily. Stanton's going to shoot for second, and he's safe too. What a double. Listen to me. Listen to me. All the Stanton haters out there, stop it. Okay? You're embarrassing yourselves. You can talk shit all you want about him being an average guy, nothing out of the ordinary, disappointment with the big contract. Forget about it. The guy just can't not deliver. He hears me talking about him, and he just delivers. Can't be stopped. Shout out Mrs. Wetcat in the chat. Good to see you. Shout out Creature, the whole Creature family. Good to see you guys in the chat tonight. By the way, if you're watching, this is my dinner right now. This concoction I made up. I don't want to tell you the ingredients, but it's protein filled and it tastes fantastic. But if I tell you the ingredients, you're gonna puke. As Rosario whiffs at a changeup, he was swinging for New York City with that cut. He wanted to hit a 1,000-foot bomb, and that changeup just ate him up. He got another changeup, and he ate that one up. Holy crap, Suarez. Shut me up, baby. I love to see it. Suarez with a 3-run dinger. Smashed it. He got absolutely worked by that first changeup. Suarez got a little cocky. Suarez. Thought you could come in 2 in a row. Everybody knows you don't throw the same pitch twice to a guy like Rosario. And he just tanked that one. He's 4 for 9 against Suarez. They just put up the stat. He absolutely tanked it over the green monster. See you later. Suarez, you stink, buddy. But I'm not mad about it. Stay in. Keep stinking. Keep stinking it up. We'll take all the runs we want, we can get. Who's this? Grichuk with a base hit to pass the shortstop. I was literally just about to trash talk and give shit to Grichuk for not being good. But he's got a couple hits the last 2 games. I think he had 2 yesterday, maybe? And another one right now today, first inning. Great offensive start for the Yanks. Everybody is Suarez. So, Grichuk is a little hot, so he gets on with 2 outs. He's on first. And speaking of really need to get hot, Jazz Chisholm, he got 2 hits last game. So he's not completely ice cold anymore, but he's still trying to, as he flies this one, a dinky fly ball. He thought it was foul. It was 60 feet fair, more than that, and he just watched him catch it and end the inning. But not before Rosario shuts me up as I'm shit talking him from whiffing at that changeup. Blasts a 3-run home run off a changeup. 3-0 Yankees after the top half of the first. We'll be right back. I got to take Randy for a quick pee-pee. All right, welcome back, everybody. I'm reading the chats here. There's going to be a little delay. I saw that Jacoby Ellsbury was the answer, but I didn't see the stats. You know, they usually put up like a question of like they usually show like here's the stats, here's the teams they play for, and it's usually a crossover. They played for the team the Yankees are playing against and the Yankees. I saw Jacoby was the answer, but I didn't see like the stats or the actual question itself that day, so I don't know what the numbers were to actually guess it. They were probably abysmal. It was probably like he had good numbers with Boston for 1 year, and then he was an absolute dud and played 6 total games for the Yankees the next year, and that's how you were able to guess it. But That's right. We were talking about Jacoby Ellsbury in that last stream when we were talking about players from 2016 on in the Yankees organization, and he was technically part of that decade, that time frame. He was on the payroll, I guess. As Fried gets in, he starts off with a strike to Rafaela. Is Rafaela the second baseman? I forgot what this guy plays. When he swings and misses, goes 0-2. I'm pissed that I didn't stream last game so we can see a Stanton home run. But I do like I like watching Fried pitch, and I like broadcasting with Fried because you're usually going to get a pretty solid outing from him. And yesterday was Lewis Heel pitching, and I didn't like the matchup. He's too much of a wild card still, so I wasn't sure if he was going to put up good numbies, and he actually didn't do too bad. Ooh, nice four-seam fastball to strike out Rafaela looking. Paint on the black. Don't challenge it, dude. Don't challenge it. Beautiful pitch. Terrible frame job. Do these catchers, are they framing like that to trick batters with the new ABS so they don't challenge? Or that they challenge stupid calls? I don't know what it is, but that was a terrible frame job. That was a perfect low outside fastball as Contreras steps in. He takes ball one. It was a perfect low outside fastball painted black in the strike zone. And who's this? Austin Wells frames it from low and outside to high and inside. Almost out of the strike zone. He was so up and out with that frame job. What is the point of that, dude? What is the point of that? Stick the spot he pitched it in. It was already a strike. You should know the strike zone, you bozo. I hate the shit that they teach catchers these days. It's garbage. It's absolutely garbage. Yeah, 2,000 hits between the two teams, and he had maybe 2 hits with the Yankees. In fact, I remember them showing him hitting highlights with the Yankees, and I only remember them showing 2 highlights with a Yankee uniform on. And the rest was him in the hospital or sitting at home eating mac and cheese. Fried walks Contreras on 5 pitches, 3-1. Yeah, 3-1 plus ball 4, that's 5 pitches. We do math here, folks. That's math. So Contreras is on a 1 out. Who the hell is up now? I don't know a lot of the players on the Red Sox these days. Abreu. There's a billion Abreus out there, so I don't know which one this is. Is it Wilbur? Did they say his name is Wilbur or Wilmer? As Fried goes to pick off Contreras, just a little, how you doing, to let him know, I see you, buddy. I see you. He's only got one more. Willier. I was off. It's not Wilbur. It's Willier. Let's just go by Will, huh? Will Abreu. He takes a first pitch strike. Another terrible frame job. What is the point of that, dude? What the fuck is the point of that? Somebody explain to me. If somebody knows ball, I don't know ball compared to some of you guys in the chat. If somebody knows ball, can you explain to me the point of that stabby frame garbage that they do? They're like pushing up and out. Like they're instead of receiving the pitch into the zone, they're attacking it. Like, go watch Mighty Ducks and how they practiced receiving a puck by using eggs. They didn't attack it with the stick. You don't attack a ball to catch it. It doesn't make any sense. It feels like it'd be harder to catch the ball. I don't get that shit. And Wells isn't good enough to be doing that all willy-nilly. He's not that good of a catcher. As Willie Abreu is now 1-2, he's just not that good. He's not that quick. He's on his knees all the time. I would steal every time against him because he's slow on his pop time and he's not consistent with his accuracy to second base. as Willie dribbles it to first base. So Contreras gets over to second. Willie's out at first. We got 2 out men on second now. Trevor Story's up at the dish. He's having a hot start to the season, batting 189 with 2 home runs, 531 OPS. That's on base plus slugging. It's an addition number. It's not an average. It's an addition. It's only 500. So great work, Trevor Story. Hot start for you. 189 is so tough. He takes strike one. Great pitch on the outside corner there for strike one. I mean, I know guys have had slow starts, but I can't remember this many guys back when I was watching in the late 90s, early 2000s, all batting less than 200. That's just, as Story fouls that one off down the right field side, and Goldschmidt just barely can't get to it. So we'll do it again, 0-2. The Mendoza line is a famous threshold in the pros of, like, as long as you can keep your batting average above the Mendoza line, you'll be able to stay in the show a little bit longer until you get your wits about you and figure out how to hit. That line was a 200 batting average. These guys aren't even sniffing that. Trevor Story's not even batting his own weight. He's not even batting my weight. I can't imagine being up at the show, at the pro level, batting 178, 179. That's horrendous. I can do that right now. You want someone to go 2 for 20? 3 for 20? I'll do it. Give me the bat. Give me the league minimum. I could do that for you. I'll save you several $1 million on it, too. That's just tough. So he's 1-2 now from Fried. Strikes him out swinging. Get back to the bench, Story. You stink, dude. You're not even mad because you know you stink. You're just like, yeah, this is what I expected, to suck it up. Anyway, no runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left. At the end of 1, 3-0 Yanks. We'll be right back, folks. All right, we're back. Got the middle of the order now up for the Yanks. Hey, Randy, hold on. We'll go pee-pee in between innings, buddy. You got to calm down here, okay, bud? Randy had a nice early dinner today because of this game being such a weird time. Usually it's like 6:05 Central, 7:05 Eastern. They decided to start 20 minutes earlier. I wonder why. As Cabrera swings and fouls that one back. 0-1 to Cabrera from Suarez. Cabrera is doing decent, like with a 234 average, but that's actually real decent for the Yankees. So I guess that means he's a top offensive player. I haven't been very impressed with him at all this season, to be honest with you. I think I had higher expectations as he takes curveball outside for ball one. So it's 1-2 now. I had higher hopes, I guess, for him and expectations standing in for Volpe because I thought all you have to do is show up and you'll be better than Volpe and a fan favorite as he swings and misses as changeup in the dirt. I don't know if that was presentable. That was way low and away into the dirt, swing and a miss. That was that stunk, dude. I wish you would have shut me up, but I'm shit talking you and you're answering the call. And you're like, yeah, you're right, dude. I do stink. I am a disappointment. I should have stolen this spot from Volpe. Now, you would have to be pretty... Wells, real quick. If I have to predict Wells swings at the first pitch again, I'm going to lose my fucking mind. You're batting 185, dude. Every time you take a pitch and let the pitcher work, good things happen. What haven't you figured out about that yet? Damn it, man, you suck. As he flies that curveball straight up. Is he going to go out of play? Nope. Easy pickings for the catcher, 2 away now. Let me go back to Caballero before I lose my shit with Wells. Talk about waste of potential. Caballero would have had to have been a superstar at shortstop for them to consider giving him the starting position over Volpe when Volpe gets back from his injury, his DL. But all he had to do to be a fan favorite and have us forget about Volpe altogether was just not be shit. As Goldschmidt steps in, he takes strike one. Nice little curveball in the outside corner. All he had to do was just show up, and he would have been fine. Everyone would have been happy with his performance out there. Now, he's not doing terrible offensively, I guess, comparatively. You would have seen, he's slightly better than maybe Volpe is in that regard right now. But I am not one bit impressed at all with his defensive abilities. And I know you the priority is offense, but he's not that much better at offense right now to justify starting over Volpe when he comes back. And I hate to say that because I think poor Volpe stinks. But Caballero has been an awfully big disappointment so far. Leave that down for the Worms kid. As Goldschmidt takes that curveball way down in the dirt. So it's 2-2 now to Goldschmidt. So I would have loved to have seen more from him, but Volpe's about to return any day now, so it's going to be all over. And maybe they'll throw him at third base a little bit. As Goldschmidt grounds to second base. Easy play for the second baseman, so quick 1-2-3 for the Yanks. Bottom of the order. Shocker, even though Goldschmidt's the top of the order. But anyway, we'll be right back. I got to take Randy out for another pee-pee. He didn't go before, so stand by. All right, we're back. I'm coming back because a little bit early because I just saw this update from Creature on Oswald Peraza. 294 average, 360 on base percentage, 529 slugging. So we're talking close to a 900 OPS. Oswald Peraza, by the way, is now on the Angels after the Yankees let him go. Did they trade him? I think they might have traded him. Was it the Caballero? I don't exactly remember. Creature, if you remember the trade, or Wet Cat or anybody remembers the trade that they made to when they got rid of Peraza, if it was a trade or if they just let him go, I forgot. But that's a guy we were talking about for a long time as them fucking away talent. They should have brought him up earlier and kept him up instead of Volpe and let him develop in the pros. And the second he had a poor outing with them, a poor season with them, they got rid of him. And now he's thriving. And I think I said this on the LPDS a couple times in the past was I hope he does thrive. I liked him. He's a good player. He deserved a chance. He deserved to be developed appropriately. And instead they once again screwed the pooch on that one. And Volpe's no different, except they're keeping him. They're letting him become completely worthless, and then they're just gonna let him go. They're not gonna be able to get anything for him. They're certainly not developing him or helping him out at all. I feel bad for the kid. He had some talent, and it's almost completely like non-existent. I feel like I really hope he has a turnaround year this season. Because, again, I like him. He's a hustler, but they set that guy up for failure big time. How are we pronouncing this? Monasterio is up for the Sox. He's 3-2 now, so Fried's pitching with a full count here. Pena trade, Denata trade. That's what it was, as he takes ball 4 on an inside fastball. So we got a man on first, nobody out. 23 pitches for Fried through 2. I don't care as much about pitch count. I'm only caring about it here because I'm trying to guess based on how he's doing, how dominant he's going to be when they pull him, when Aaron Boone's going to pull him. And I hope it's not until the 7th inning as long as he's doing well. Yeah, Wet Cat and Creature, they got nothing because nobody remembers anybody that they got for that trade. The Angels got Peraza, and the Yankees got Ugats, which is shit in Sopranos talk. As Duran hits this one down the left field line, off the facing of the Green Monster, Monasterio's going to stop at third. Duran's going to get on second with a stand-up Dubsky. And now we got second and third and no out. Shit. Nice opposite field power shot for Duran. He really just went with that. I think if he kept his front shoulder closed a little bit longer or more directional towards left field, that would have been gone. But he still got a good meat on that one. And now we got 2 runners in scoring position for the Sox. Caleb Durbin comes to the plate. Speaking of Suck City, this poor bastard's batting 155. He's batting Randy's weight right now. Holy shit. Takes a devastating curveball on the outside corner for strike 1. So it's 1-1 now to Durbin. I'm trying to read some comments here. Yeah, Creech. I think the Yankees, they tried to do themselves a service by trying to get rid of Peraza to get other guys that were going to be better, but they ended up really doing the service for Peraza because he needed to get out of there. He's a guy like Volpe, too, and some other guys out there as Durbin strikes out. That poor bastard stinks right now. Every time I see this guy get up, he just whiffs. Whiff City. Red Sox, give me a call. I can whiff for you. I'm sure you're paying him too much money to bat 155. Give me a call. But Peraza, Volpe, I'm trying to think of several other guys that needed coaching guidance and mentorship to develop their talents and skills to be really good, and the Yankees just don't do that anymore. And they fuck them away, and they need to get out of that organization to actually thrive. Peraza is one of them. They're about to ruin Spencer Jones. Look, Jurek or Grichuk or whatever the hell his name is, he's got 2 games now when he's got hits. Good for fucking him. He was batting 100 before that, and yesterday he was dogging fly balls in the outfield. Why can't you bring Spencer Jones up? The guy has 600 home runs in the minor leagues already. Bring that guy up to play. Grichuk clearly doesn't want to be there. So bring up Spencer Jones. No, they're going to let him rot in the minors for 6, 7, 8 years. And then when he's worthless, they're going to be like, oh, this guy didn't pan out the way we wanted. Because you didn't do anything for him. The Yankees either bring a guy up too early or too late. There's no middle ground for them anymore. And if you remember what made them great, what made them the Evil Empire dynasty, the core 4, these were all guys that developed in the minors together. The Yankees actually developed these dudes and brought them up perfectly timed as Wong strikes out for the second out of the inning. Is that Wong? Yeah, it's Wong. See ya, Wongy. And speaking of guys who I love to hate on the Yankees, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa pops up, batting 9th for the Red Sox. It's a far fall from the top guy. Watch, he's going to hit a home run now and really, really piss me off. Was Durbin was the prospect traded to the Brewers? That's funny. I guess they dodged a bullet with him. But they didn't dodge a bullet with Devin Williams, who really sucks. As Kiner-Falefa takes that pitch right down the dick for strike 1. So it's 1-1 now to IKF. And if you remember, IKF, there was one year where I hated him. He sucked. Hated that they kept putting him in it. And then the next season, they were so bad, this poor bastard had to play every position as he fouls that one off down the third base line. He had to play every position for the team. He even pitched a few times. That's how bad the Yankees were, that IKF was their best player. And I started liking him. I started feeling bad for him, like this poor bastard. All I wanted, I kept saying, all I want is for the Yankees to be good enough to where IKF is not their best player. And the only way they could have done that was to get rid of him. And now he's not their best player anymore. They didn't upgrade too much as he swings and misses on that one. Curveball in the dirt. Throw it to first. See you later, IKF. Nice to see you in a different uniform. So Free gets out of that jam. No runs, 1 hit, 2 left, no errors. 3-0 Yanks still at the end of 2. So not bad from Free getting out of that one. But yeah, I did not know Durbin was one of the Yankees prospects traded in that Devin Williams deal, along with poor Nesty. I don't know what's going on with Nestor these days. I don't even know what team he's on anymore. Poor bastard. I loved Prime Nestor. Prime Nesty was something special. Really something special. The Red Sox do stink. They do stink. It's going to be tough to make this. They really need to get into a fight and a brawl to kickstart this rivalry again. Because it's not fun when 2 stinky teams just go out there and have boring games. If you're both going to stink, you have to do something else. Go call up Kareem Garcia from his couch and get him fighting in the bullpen again. Do something. Call Darryl Strawberry. You think Darryl Strawberry's not ready to fight at a moment's notice still? The guy's 75 years old, and he's ready to shank somebody in the dugout. Get him back out there. Tucker, I don't know how. I'm not following the Red Sox too much. I'm sure you are more so, but I don't know if the owner cares. He owns a couple of teams with his, what's that called? Like the Fenway Management Company or some shit like that. I forgot what it's called. I think LeBron James is part of it, honestly. But that guy doesn't seem to give a shit. In fact, I saw highlights from one game where the fans at Fenway were all chanting, "Sell the team," and they cut to him in his suite, in his box, and he's laughing at it. I don't think the guy gives a shit. He's like the owner in Major League. He wants him to suck so he could sell the team or move him down to Miami or some shit. I don't know what the hell is going on with that guy. Fenway Group, I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. As Judge leads off this inning, Suarez still out there. Takes curveball for strike one. You don't swing at the curveball first pitch unless it's a hanger, baby. Judge knows that better than anyone else. Stanton, not so much, unfortunately. As he takes a sinker low and away for ball two. Oh, curveball. The first pitch was a strike. Never mind. You still take curveball first pitch. Let him throw that shit. As he rips that one. Easy base hit for Judgy. Easy base hit over the shortstop or past the shortstop, line drive to left field. I thought it was going to be further down the line the way he turned on it because that was way inside. So I thought it was going to be a foul ball, but it actually was right over the shortstop's head. So leadoff single for Judgy. He's been on twice so far. Let's see if Bellinger can get him over. Play a little baseball here. On over in, baby. Bellinger lines out to second base. All right. He put the ball in fair territory, broke his bat, got a little jam shot. If he got his hands out quicker, that would have been a devastating double down the line. But he hits it right to IKS playing second base. There you go. Isaiah Connor for 11, playing every position. The guy still is a journeyman in every sense of the word. And here comes Giancarlo. Big G, baby. Come on. Kill somebody here, baby. Leave that up for the birds, kid. Good take. Ball one on the fastball high. I can't believe pitchers still throw this guy fastballs. As he rips that curveball down the left field line, that's off the wall. That's going to be another Dubsky for him. Yes, sirree. Another double for Stanton, baby. And once again, we got runners on second and third, one out. He is smoking the ball this series. Love to see it, folks. I love to see it. God damn it, Giancarlo. You do it to me every time, you old bastard, you. Never disappoint. Sometimes he disappoints. Unbelievable as Rosario swings and misses that cutter high. Again, he's swinging for the fences on that one. Holy shit, what a cut. Let's see if Suarez makes another mistake. Come on, you stupid bastard. Throw him the same pitch again. Come on, you idiot. Do it. He does it again! That was a line drive. So Jarren Duran catches that line drive to left field. I thought it was going to be off the wall, too. But Judge scores on the sac fly now. So Rosario's now got 4 RBIs. Judge Stanton stays at second. So we got 2 out, man on second. Not a bad piece of hitting there. I can't believe he threw. What are you doing, Suarez? I'm a crumb bum sitting here, and I know you don't throw that guy the same pitch twice in a row. You did it 2 at bats. Who's this bum? Grichuk is up. Let's see if he can get another hit. Base hit brings in another run, so that would be good. Oh, I love to see the Giancarlo love in the chat. Love to see it. Skrichik hits this one to right field. Right fielder camps underneath it, and that'll do it. The right fielder absolutely did not know that that was the third out. If you watch that, he absolutely did not know. That's how bad the Red Sox are right now. The guy is playing, he's on Jazz Chisholm time, doesn't even know what to do with the ball. What a dope. Anyway, 1 run, 4-0 Yanks. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back. Stop saying Stanton's on steroids. He's not. He's just a freak. He's got Captain America serum in him. That's it. And if it's good enough for Captain America, it's good enough for Stanton. All right, who's up here in the bottom of the third? Let's see what we got. Rafael, the top of the order, is back up. Rafael is struck out in the first. Batting .284 though. Pretty good for the Red Sox. It's pretty good for the Yanks too, actually. See, swings and flies that one to right field. Judge camping underneath it. Ooh, kind of had to go a little far for that one. That had some carry. But he hauls it in for out number 1. Fenway is deceiving in right field because if you hit one right down the right field line, it's what? The foul pole is like 310. And then if you go 15 feet inward, that fence juts back to almost 380. Like right field by the bullpen is like 383. Not even the power alley, just straight right field. Contreras takes strike 1 on that pitch. Great four-seam fastball. Nice little movement. A little lefty movement from the port side. So the 0-1 to Contreras. Takes that cutter inside. No frame job by Wells there. I don't know why. Because Wells stinks. I don't know why I even ask. I know why. Because he's not great back there. He's injured because when they were creating him in a lab, Stanton, the lab caught on fire, and they were only able to finish 75% of him. So that's why his bottom half is made of styrofoam and down feathers. As Contreras grounds this to Caballero at short. Fires over to Goldschmidt. So out number 2, quick 2 outs for Fried. And that's why his legs look big and strong and real human legs, but they're not. They're Muppet legs. And he doesn't know how to use them because if he uses them like a real human, they'll break and crumble. So he has to go all upper body, all torque and forearms. As Willie Abreu steps in, Willier. You tough name, Willier. He's 0 for 1 today. Did he strike out? I don't remember. Maybe he grounded out. Who knows? Did they put his batting average up? I wish I saw it. No, he's batting like 160. As he lines that one to left field for a base hit. They were playing a super shift on him, and he hits it right in the hole where the shift wasn't. This is like the second or third time in the last week that I saw the Yankees put on a modified shift, and because of the shift, they give up a hit. Now, I'm not saying that's the norm, because I know based on the analytics and the numbies, the shift is supposed to plug those holes against particular batters who can only hit in one spot. But it was just strange coincidence that 3 times this week already that I've remembered. And what really pissed me off is when they did it in a double play situation. Instead of playing double play depth, they played a shift on a guy. And he hit a tailor-made ground ball double play, and they didn't. And it was a hit because of it. A Story, once again, guys batting 170, grounds out to Caballero to end the inning. So almost a quick 1-2-3. 1-2, base hit 3. As Fried gets out of that one with no runs. So still 4-0 Yanks. Somebody start a fight on the Red Sox. Start a goddamn fight. You have no life in you. Kickstart this fucking thing. Do something. I would kill to be on a professional team. Not because I think I'm good enough, because you can just use me to start shit. To get shit going. You need a guy to bunt, I'll go in, I'll try to bunt. You need a guy to get hit by a pitch, I'll go in there and get hit by a pitch. You need a guy to stir some shit up, maybe a little dirty play, or shit talking the catcher or something. I'm your guy. Baseball used to be great with that. You hit a guy, the other team hits your guy in response, bench is clear, it's go time. Nobody does that anymore. They did it. They talked about it for a week when the Angels did it with, was it the Braves maybe? Because it doesn't happen anymore. When Soler, was it Soler? I forgot who it was. Went after the pitcher or vice versa. I forgot. He went after and they came to blows. And it was awesome to see. It just doesn't happen anymore for some reason because Manfred is putting something in their water, in their Gatorade jugs. Tony Sacco, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you coming by to say hi to the chat. Probably signed off by the time I saw that chat, so shout out to Tony. But I remember in boot camp, we used to have, there was this joke going around, there's a rumor going around that the instructors were putting, it was called saltpeter, mixing it in the Gatorade jugs and the food and stuff like that, so that we wouldn't get, so no one would get RBDs, raging bone daddies. And in reality, it's because we were in a stressful environment for a whole month and a half or however long it was, and we were getting yelled at, and we got no sleep, and nobody wanted to torque up for anything. Here's Chisholm. First pitch swinging. Dinky fly ball to left. 2 dinky fly balls to left in a row for Chisholm. So that's a good job by him. Way to adjust, dude. Way to adjust. And because no one was getting RBDs, there was always this rumor going around. Oh, they must be, drugging our food so that we can't get those. And it was just a stupid thing. We were so delirious that, by week 3, we would believe anything. If they told us, that, hey, yeah, we're roofing your drink or poisoning your food, so that you don't get hard-ons, yeah, we were going to believe it. Here's Caballero. He's 0 for 1 as he takes curveball in for ball 1. Suarez at 52 pitches in 4 innings. I hope they keep him in because he's not great. And he's really messing up an opportunity with a soft lefty who, you know, historically the Yankees can't hit soft lefties. And he's a soft lefty, and he's really serving it up. So he's blowing it big time. That's how bad this guy's pitching right now. Maybe he's good in general. He's just having a bad day. I don't know. But he should be dicing the Yankees up. Every other soft lefty looks like Sandy Koufax out there against the Yanks, except for this bum. Caballero takes that high fastball cutter, strike 2. So it's 2-2 now to Caballero. How old is this guy? He probably doesn't even know either. Cabby calls timeout here. Caballero has been running into some controversy and tension at the plate this season because of how he handles the pitch clock, where he has to look by like 8 seconds left on the clock. You have to make eye contact with the pitcher as part of the rule, as he grounds right back to Suarez. Suarez fires it over to first for out number 2 on Caballero. But I guess he's waiting to the very last second. Like, he gets in the box and then he waits until the very last second he's allowed to, and then he looks up and it was causing some problems with umpires. Didn't like it. The pitchers obviously didn't like it. And now all it's done is it's got the hawk eye from the umps on him. So as soon as he hits that time limit, as Wells once again swings at the first pitch, man, this guy stinks. Man, this guy can't figure it the fuck out. What the hell are you doing, dude? How is it every time? God damn it. You don't even give me a chance to finish shit-talking the guy before I have to shit-talk you. Anyway, the umpires are laser-focused on Caballero because as soon as it hits that time limit, if he's even a millisecond late, they're calling him for a ball for the pitch clock violation. As he takes one right down the dick for strike 3. That's what you do? That's a Libretti at-bat right there. That's a Libretti sophomore, junior year of college at-bat. Swing at 2 shit pitches, take one down the dick for strike 3, see you later. What the hell was that? Unbelievable, dude. Unbelievable how you can't make the adjustment. It boggles my mind. Look at your stats. Go to your stupid iPad in the dugout and look at your own stats. Look at your own analytics, you idiot. It shows. When I take the first pitch, my success rate is exponentially higher than when I swing at the first pitch like a dickbag. Okay, I'll choose being a dickbag again. That seems to be working for me. I like that. I like being a fucking dickbag moron at the plate. Give me a fucking break, dude. This is not a family show, by the way. Good thing family show Terrence isn't tuning in. Unbelievable. Make an adjustment. Maybe this is why the Yankees just micromanage everything about their team. They have little position cards that they pull out of their pockets in the outfield on which position, where to play in the outfield for each batter. The pitching coach is probably calling the pitches for most of the pitchers because these guys can't learn. They didn't grow up learning how to adjust and how to think for themselves, maybe. Maybe that's it. They're just a bunch of idiots. Yeah, Tucker, put the earmuffs on your kids. This is not a family show today. I just can't understand that. It's not even close, by the way. At least just look at this season alone. Look at this small sample size alone. It's not even close. When he takes the first pitch, he gets on base way more than when he doesn't. Can't figure it out. How can you not figure that out? It's so black and white. Moron. Here's Andrew Monasterio. Walked in the first at bat. He got lucky because he stinks too. Just throw strikes, Fried. You're going to get 99% of these guys out. That's all you got to do. Don't give them bases. They can't get bases themselves. How many hits do they have? Somebody show those stats. I missed it. 2 hits, maybe? Great curveball there for strike 1. He buckled his knees. 1-0, and he got buckled. That's how bad this guy. He's just up there guessing. Just up there guessing. No idea what's going on. Fly ball to left field. Easy play for Grichuk. Why do they have Grichuk out there and not Grisham? Because Grisham's struggling at the plate? It's not like Grichuk was doing any better. I mean, he got hits yesterday and he's got a hit today. Great. I'm not mad about it. But before that, Grichuk was 2 for 20. He was batting 100. At least Grisham was batting 180. And he got a couple home runs. Here's Jarren Duran. He had a hit last time up. Off the wall. So he's got 1. I think they have like 2 hits. Mrs. Bonecrusher in the house. Shout out. Tucker, is your kid old enough to speak and ask questions now? Gotta be, right? He's probably, what, 12, 13? 1-1 to Duran now. Let's get a ground ball or a strikeout here, Freedy. There's a swing and a miss. Real nice slide piece. 1-2 now to Duran. Throw that shit again. Throw that pitch again. It looks like a strike. That was a presentable pitch. I would have missed it too. I'm not dogging on Duran for that one. Oh, she's 4. Yeah, she's asking questions. She's curious. Definitely earmuffs her for this broadcast. Ooh, high and away on that fastball. I don't know if he missed his spot or he really just wanted him to chase. I feel like guys like Max Fried don't miss their spots a whole lot. They throw balls a lot, but I don't think it's because they're missing their spots a lot. I think they're just looking for chase pitches. So he throws that fastball right up the middle, and Duran takes it to left center field. That's off the wall. He's going to get a double out of this one, too. Sure does. Another stand-up double for Duran. Not sure what Fried was thinking on that pitch. Up in upper middle part of the plate. Yeah, a guy like Duran is going to smash that one. Can't make that mistake. And that's his second off the wall Dubsky for him. Good for him. I actually, as much as I hate to say I like anybody on the Red Sox, I like Duran. He doesn't give a fuck. And I like that. Here's Durbin. Oh, boy. Wow, he hit the ball. Foul ball off of Wells. But then maybe that'll knock some sense into him. Hit him right in the upper thigh ball bag region. Caleb Durbin, 153. He has 7 RBIs. I don't know how. Maybe he just walked at the bases loaded a bunch. Poor bastard. Can't get out of his own way. Here's the 0-1. Ooh. Fried does a modified pickoff. I don't know why I called it modified. It was a fake pickoff. He stepped off, but he didn't throw it. That's not modified, you idiot. Duran grounds this one to Caballero. He fields, fires over to first base for out number 2. So the hitting woes continue for Durbin, but at least he got the ball in fair territory this time. So good for you, pal. Baby steps. You know who didn't get the ball in fair territory? Austin Wells. Here comes Connor Wong. He struck out the last time up, but he's a good hitter. He might be their most consistent hitter on the team. And I don't know enough about the Red Sox to definitively say that. Definitively. As he flies that one out of right field, Judge barely has to move, and that'll do it. But he might be the most consistent throughout a season. I know I believe did he play for? No, I'm thinking of Kwan maybe for the Guardians. Wong and Kwan. I might be mixing those two up. But Wong's not bad. Not good enough today so far, so can't complain about that. But anyway, we'll be right back. All right, we're back. I just saw an ad for ZipRecruiter, and anybody who pays attention to the LPDS regularly knows about the fake job that I was dealing with for a long time with that scammer. What the hell was that guy's name? I forgot the fake CEO's name. That was a ZipRecruiter job. So they just said 4 out of 5 job posters get quality candidates or whatever. I guess I was the 5. I was part of that 5 where I got the bad poster, the bad job seeker. But what a whirlwind that was. I still have no contact from the police if they're ever actually going to open an investigation on that dude. Probably not. As Goldschmidt goes 1-2 quickly with Suarez still pitching in the 5th inning. I mean, he's only given up 4 runs. That's easily, that's a doable comeback for most teams. Owen Ramsey, that was his name, Creature. You got it. As Goldschmidt strikes out swinging. Sorry, Goldschmidt. I like Goldschmidt, but I don't like him more than Ben Rice. He swung way late on that fastball. That was up and in. High Ched. Toughest pitch to hit. Even if it's only 92 miles an hour for a pro. Judge takes that one outside for a ball. Yeah, Owen Ramsey was the fake person's name. The real person's name was like Owemboptu or something like that. I have the email. I found out like all their real names and stuff, and let me tell you something. These people were, it was a cast of characters, absolute clowns. 2-0 to Judge. He takes that sinker for a strike. Still a hitter's count. I love when Judge gets in hitter's counts because they have to come in with a strike, and if they make the higher opportunity for them to make a mistake and for Judge to smash it. Takes a 2-1 outside, so we're back at it, 3-1. It's got to be a beefy pitch, and Judge has a big beef zone because he's a good hitter. So he's got a big beef zone here that he could do some damage. Let's see what we got. Takes that one low for ball 4. Okay, Judgy, get on base 3 times. Why not? Why not? If they're going to give you the base, take the base. Bellinger, let's see if you can get that foot down early this time. I know he's a lefty, but he's only throwing 92. You can do it. Who's the Red Sox coach these days? Is it still Alex Cora? The maestro, the cheating maestro? Yeah, that was quite the saga, the Owen Ramsey saga. Quite the ordeal. I really wish that I actually spoke to the dude on the phone to put him on blast, because I'll never know if he read my email I sent him outing him as a fraud, and a bad one at that. Alex Cora is still the manager. They just cut to him. The cheating conductor. Spelly steps in. Takes that cutter outside. Ball 1, good take. Leave it out there, buddy. I don't know why I called you buddy. Belly? You're not my buddy. I don't even know you. Judge goes. Safe. Nice work, Judgy. Nice work. Now, I know you don't want to swing and ruin, you know, the stolen base opportunity for Judge, but Bellinger, you didn't have to step out of the box and just completely give up. Well, he didn't step out. He just put his bat down. I guess it's not a hit and run, so you don't have to actually pretend to swing even. As he grounds that one over to IKF at second base. But that gets Judge over to third. So not okay. We'll take it. On over and in. On over and in. That's fine. We'll take that. We got 2 outs now, and Judge on third. Belly would have, you know, unofficial sacrifice hit there to get the guy over. It's not a sacrifice in the books, but. And Alex Cora wants nothing to do with Stanton and Suarez matchup anymore. So he's coming out to take Suarez out. Stanton's going to get a new pitcher. I hope he smashes the shit out of the ball with this new pitcher. I hope they make a giant mistake here. They should have left Suarez in. But whatever. We'll be right back. All right, we're back. Sort of back because my TV's having some connection issues. So I'm back, but the game's not back yet for me. And I'm pissed because I want to see Stanton play. The hell are we doing here? Let's go. Get back to game day. This is really pissing me off. Reconnect. Let's go. Come on, do something. We're back. Okay. Zach Kelly is pitching. 4.5 ERA over 8 innings so far. Here we go. Stands up, baby. Do something with 2 outs. Takes that cutter high and in for ball 1. All right, here's the trivia. Career stats. 264, 667 hits, 90 home runs. Played with the Yanks in 90 to 96. 90 to 86. I think that's a typo. I missed the rest of the stats. Anyway, 1-1 is Stanton as he swings and misses at that one. Come on, Stanton, baby. Oh, that was a good sweeper. Slider. It's a slider. Sweeper is a bullshit name. He got away with that one, though, because he should have put that one on the left fielder's batter's box. Lefty batter's box. 1-2 now. Stanton flies that slider up, straight up to the pitcher. And the third baseman actually calls him off. Smart play, Durbin. And that'll do it. Damn it, I wanted him to smash that. He was just underneath it. Anyway, no runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left. Yankees still up 4-0. I know, Meg, we missed it. He fly ball out. Next time, Stan. He'll get up again. Don't worry. Don't worry. Did anybody catch the... Did he play 90 to 96? Is that what they said? Ruben Sierra for the trivia? Yeah, I didn't see the rest of the teams that showed that he played for. I missed it because I was trying to guess based off of the time he was with the Yankees. But I don't remember much else about Ruben. I remember that he was a force to be reckoned with. He was an animal. And when he hit that home run in the playoffs, was it 96 playoffs? And he pimped it. That was an all-time pimp job, where he did like the shuffle and he pulled his shirt and he puffed his chest out. Dangerous guy, scary guy. But it could be Ruben. I mean, they'll pop it up again. They usually pop it up before they answer the question to see if we can give us extra time to guess. Let's see if Michael K or Girardi can pick, can get it. Yeah, I was thinking that too, but I don't know if did it say 1990 to 2006 for the Yankees timeline or 90 to 96? I couldn't really see the number from this far back on my TV. Let's see if they pop it up here. We're back in the game action now. So, how we doing on volume? Can you guys hear okay? Give me a thumbs up. I know it's delayed. Give me a thumbs up if you guys or a yes if you can hear decent with the volume. All right, KF steps to the plate again. He swings at the first pitch to right center field, but Judge gobbles it up there for out number 1. 1 pitch, 1 out. Love to see that. Love to see that. Look, here's the thing. IKF got good wood on it. He's just got no pop. That's it. He's just got no pop, the poor bastard. As the leadoff guy, Rafaela, gets back into the dish. Takes a beautiful 12-6 curveball there for strike 1. Devastating curve. But you don't swing at the first pitch curveball, so good to go on volume. Awesome. Thank you, guys. 0-1 now. Takes that one low and away. That wasn't that far low and away, though. Again, I'm honing in on Wells because I hate him tonight for some reason. but he made that look way worse of a pitch than it really was. He swings and misses of that cutter low and inside, and that thing was devastating. Those are tough pitches to hit. When you can get a cutter that cuts in on you like that, you think you got a fat fastball that you're going to crush, and that thing just keeps moving in on you at the last second, and it just crushes your soul. Breaks your bat usually. You get the tinglies in your hands and your funny bone, and it's all over for you. Curveball in the dirt, ball too. And nobody was better at that. Nobody was better at that than Mariano Rivera. He was one of the only guys that I can remember ever that can just tell you what he was pitching every pitch and still get you out. I think I saw him throw maybe 5 breaking pitches his entire career. Maybe in the beginning, maybe in 96, 97, he was still mixing it up a little bit because he was still trying to fight for the closing position because they still had Wetland, 95, 96, 97 time frame. So Rafaela strikes out swinging. Take a seat, pal. Good at bat. Thanks for showing up. But once he got dialed in as the cutter guy, it was all over. One pitch, here it comes. You know it's coming every time. I dare you to hit it. And nobody can hit it. As Contreras swings at the first pitch, a little blooper to Jazz Chisholm in the middle of the infield, and that'll do it. Nice quick 1, 2, 3. I got the pick from Wet Cat here on the trivia. So we'll be right back. I'm going to stare at this a little bit and see what we got here. All right, I'm back. We're still in commercial break, but I was looking at those numbies from the trivia. It could be Ruben. The only reason why I don't think it is because, one, I thought he played for the Athletics for a minute. I could be completely wrong, but for some reason I got in my head that he played for the Athletics for at least maybe a season. I don't know. I could be completely wrong on that. And 2, Ruben Sierra only getting 90 home runs in his career. That doesn't seem like the way that guy was. I don't know. Maybe he was he that bad at hitting consistently? I don't know. What I remember of Ruben Sierra was that he was just a scary guy at the plate and just in his presence. But maybe he wasn't that good at the plate. Maybe I just remember because he hit those playoff dingers. All right, so top of the 6th now, and Boom brings in Ben Rice off the bench. For who? For Goldschmidt? Grisham's batting right after him, too, so it's not for Goldschmidt. He's not going to take out Judge and back Grisham after that, so hitting the 5 spot. Who was hitting the 5 spot? It wasn't Stan, no. Caballero? Did he put him in for Caballero? If he put him in for Rosario, I'm going to fucking lose my mind. he might have put him in for Rosario, and then Grisham for Grichuk, or vice versa. I don't. That would be crazy, right? If he put him in for, I mean, I love Ben Rice. He's good, but Rosario has all the runs for the team. Ooh, Ben Rice goes down looking. 1, 2, 3. Not a great at bat for Ben Rice. There's no way he put him in. He did, I think. Yep, he hit for Rosario. That's unbelievable move. Now, like I said, I love Ben Rice. He should have been starting anyway. I know why he wasn't starting, because lefty matchup, the better matchup is Goldschmidt against the lefty. All that bullshit doesn't make any sense, because A, Goldschmidt has been struggling against everybody. Ben Rice has not. And B, how do you expect the guy to get better if he doesn't play more against lefties? You stupid moron. And then the one guy who actually got all the RBIs and runs for you, you sit him because it's a righty-righty better matchup? Is that what it was? You nincompoop? It's not Ruben. Okay. I don't know who. Don't tell me who it is, but now I have no clue. Grisham fouls that one back, so it's 1-2 now for Grish Daddy. So he's batting for Caballero. So who's playing for in what position? They're probably going to put McMahon at third. So now Ben Rice is out of the game? Or are they going to put Ben Rice at first and take... And I don't even know. How do you do this? Well, I guess we'll find out. Who knows? Let's see what Aaron Boone does with this. Oh, man. Grisham takes a fastball right down the poop chute. It split the dish in half, Grish. What were you looking at? What were you guessing? You play fastball, you adjust to curve. What are we doing? Man, that was tough. That was a tough at bat. We are familiar with this individual. 3 World Series with the Yanks. Not Nick Johnson, because he didn't play in the 90s. He was later on. I know he played for the Angels. Andy Pettit. No, because he played for the Astros for a second. But he was a pitcher. Who played for all those teams? Only had 90 home runs and 670 hits. Let's think. Like a Jim Leyritz type comes to mind, but I don't think he played that far into the 2000s. '96, not Charlie Hayes. Not Brocious. Jim Leyritz did not play, I don't think, for the team in 1999, 2000. Maybe he did. Let's think about this for a second. No clue. No fucking clue. It's probably going to piss me off when I see it, too. How do you feel if you're Rosario right now, by the way? Eduardo Rivera comes in. So now they just put another lefty out there. So you put Rice in and Grisham, because of the matchup with the righty for one at bat. So are you taking them out now? Is Rice out? Who's playing the field? I guess we'll find out here. Jazz is still playing. He's batting a hot 177 with 3 RBIs. I mean, you are so far from your 50-50 goal, buddy. And he's cold because he's wearing his muff, his face muff, and a hoodie. I mean, that's embarrassing, dude. That's embarrassing. It's not winter. It's not 35 degrees out. You got a hoodie on and the face protector. Like, this guy's throwing a little bit more heat. 96 with that fastball from the port side. He's got a back neck tattoo. It's like a neck tramp stamp with his. It looks like angel wings or something. Is his first name Angel? Swing and a miss on that. Not even close. Fastball low and away. Let's see if he adjusts. It's a 1-2 now. Let's see if he swings for the fences or if he just tries to put the ball in play. Check swing foul. That was tempting. High heat, tempting. Easy to see. I get it. And you're certainly not good enough to actually check your swing without fouling the ball off. So I get that too. Swing and a miss. High heat again. Good at bat. Easy, Rivera. You pitched to one guy. Your team's getting 3 hit and shut out right now. You didn't win the World Series for him. Get back in the dugout. I'm going Leyritz. I'm sticking with Leyritz on this one because I don't have a clue who else it can be when we're talking trivia. I'm going Jim Leyritz on this. I don't remember all the other teams he played for. I don't even remember if he played later on in his career, like, past the 2000s too much. But he's the only one I can think of who I've seen him hit home runs, but he wasn't a home run guy, and he was definitely like a journeyman, and he played in the earlier 90s for the Yanks. So I'm going Leyritz. I guess we'll find out. Too bad we can't win anything. Now I'm trying to guess what the field is going to look like for the Yanks. So Ben Rice batted for Rosario. So they're either going to take Ben Rice out now and only give him one at bat, and Rosario's not out of the game. They're going to put McMahon at third. Or Ben Rice is going to replace Goldschmidt at first, and they're going to put McMahon in Goldschmidt's spot. That could be it. And then Grisham batted for who? Caballero or Grichuk? If he batted for Grichuk, it's easy. He just goes and plays left field now. But I thought Caballero batted after Rosario. I don't remember from a couple innings ago. That's how my memory works these days. So we'll see what they end up doing. Grichuk and Grisham switch. That's easy. That's what it should be. And maybe they'll move Bellinger to left, and Grisham will play center. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, so it looks like McMahon's at third, Grisham's in center. So and what's his name still at first? So Ben Rice just came in for one at bat against this righty. That was it. You just wasted Ben Rice for one fucking at bat. No, but the Yanks are up 4-0. It's okay. You're allowed to do that. No, you're like, you thought literally one batter ahead as opposed to the rest of the game. Ben Rice is burned now. So if the Sox come back and tie this game up, who do you have? You have your worst offense out there. You have McMahon, and Grisham is only slightly better than Grichuk these days. Meanwhile, you got Ben Rice and Rosario riding the pine. Great work, Boone, for one fucking at-bat. You stooge. Show me the stooges. He's the stooges. Boone, he's all three of them. Come on, show the trivia. Willie Abreu's up again. Line drive to McMahon, who was playing in the shortstop position. Who'd have thought if you just actually had the shortstop playing there, he still would have got out. I feel bad for McMahon, guys. This guy can't find a hit. He had the one home run that was a blind squirrel finds a nut every once in a while. That was one of those. Speaking of guys who can't hit, Trevor Story's up. He's 0 for 2. Great slider there. That was dirty for strike one from Kentucky Fried. But I feel bad for him. You can tell McMahon he tries hard. He wants to be good. He's not like Fatso Gary Sanchez, who just didn't give a shit and became a fat loser. McMahon cares. He even said it in like an interview, I think after he hit that home run, that game-winning home run, and they were talking about his struggles, and I think he said, like, yeah, you feel like a piece of shit when you're letting your team down constantly like that. And I feel for him. I still think he stinks, and they need to get a new third baseman, but I feel for him. So I guess they're going to show the answer towards the 8th inning, maybe. The trivia, give us extra time. I locked in. So if I'm wrong, if I think of another name later on, I can't. I locked in Leyritz. I'm saying it here right now. We can rewind this after this post as a recap, and you can go back. I'm calling it Leyritz. As Story swings and misses on that slider in the dirt, Trevor, Story stinks. What are you going to go back and look at the iPad of that one? Not even close, pal. Not even close. You're grasping at straws. You're just swinging and hoping. Swinging and hoping. That's a tough place to be, Trevor. All right, Monasterio's up. I think he walked and got out, so he's 0 for 1, but I'm pretty sure he walked too. Keep that ball freed. Keep those dirt balls. Get the scuffs on them. Get some movement. Greg Maddux would have loved that scuffed up ball. Four nothing Yanks still. 2 outs already for Fried. He's dealing. He's 2 all on Monasterio, but bottom of the 6th, only 76 pitches. They're likely going to take him out in the 7th. I'm hoping not, but if I know Boone, there's a higher chance that they're going to pull him, next inning. If he gets out of this, wow, they're going to challenge this one. I was going to say that looked like a strike for me. To me. Strike to me. Yep, sure was. So it's 2-1 actually on Monasterio. Good challenge by Wells there. I'll give Wells credit. He has been pretty decent at challenging when he does challenge. He's only been wrong only a couple times. They do need to sign Phil Remy. You're absolutely right. Their bullpen is not terrible, but they're exhausted. Oh, Fried called that one, that challenge. But they're exhausted because Boone doesn't know how to manage a bullpen. He manages like a weenie. I would love to see Phil come in, the wet cat. As Monasterio fouls that one. So it's 2-2 now. That would be amazing. The lights, the lights go dim, and all of a sudden the wet cat comes out with his yellow tinted shades, his stickly figure, and he comes in throwing 7 different kinds of smoke. It would take all the saltpeter in the world to prevent an RBD from me if I saw that. Ground ball to McMahon. Ooh, a jumping throw from McMahon. Good throw there to end the inning. Great job, McMahon. That might have saved an extra batter for Fried in the next inning. You might have done that to him. You might have let him go out in the 7th now. Good work. I do think Max Fried looks like Phil. He does. He looks like a boyish Phil. Phil might be what people would call skinny, but Phil is he's a man. He looks like a man, just a skinny man, and he's got the Adam's apple of a Sasquatch, and it's impressive. And let me tell you something: if I saw him on the mound, and he's in the stretch or whatever, and you see the side profile of Adam's apple sticking out past the mound, and then him just slinging fastballs that move 27 inches from one side of the plate to the other, I would cream in my pants. That would be, what a sight. What a sight. I'd kill to go back to the college baseball days to see to play another game with the fellas. Not an alumni game. The alumni games are fun and all, but like a competitive playoff game in uniform, in our prime. The world is our oyster, and we have Bonji. We got a devastating pitching staff. Bone crusher to pinpoint changeups. Beavis to throw 76 miles an hour right past every single batter in the entire league for some reason. Striking out everybody, making them look stupid. I don't know how. He did it, though. And then you go to the bullpen and you have the creature giving up 1 run every 62 appearances and then closing the game out with the wet cat. Nobody's touching these guys. Nobody's touching these guys. I'd kill to go back to that again. Let me tell you something. There was nothing but relief, like weight off your shoulders, when Skip Stiegel would go out to the mound and take the ball from one pitcher, and you knew it was time for the creature. You see the sign. They give the sign to the bullpen, the creature sign, or they bring in the wet cat. You just knew, oh, good. If the starting pitcher was struggling, we're like, okay, good. At least we'll stop the bleeding here. And then wet cat coming in for the close, and that was okay, good. We got this game. This one's in the bag. No problem. I'll tell you what, I didn't have that feeling when we had our first closer my first year playing in college with that guy I'm not going to name here because he doesn't deserve my publicity. Caballero, stop challenging pitches. You're wrong every time. Don't be wrong. Okay, he's right. Okay, shut me up. Thank you, Caballero. Man, that was fucking close. You don't have the credibility to call it that close next time. Don't do it again. But I did not have that comfort level when that guy came in, even when he was dicing it up at the closing position. Because at any given moment, he could go hit a guy 0-2 and lose the game, or give up a career-ending home run to a guy with a broken arm. Never had to worry about that with Wet Cat or Creature out there on the mound. That's for goddamn sure. Caballero walks. Okay, Cobbs. Good at bat. Just kidding. He didn't walk. He's back up there because he showed the umpire up. Now he's got a strikeout. You stink. Ground ball is short, and he beats that one out. That really ate up the shortstop. He had to make a tough play, but he sort of bobbled it, and then he tried to throw from his ass, and it just wasn't working out for him. So Caballero's on base. Good, Caballero. Get on. That's fine. Get on base. Shut me up. I'm cool with that. Tough play, and he beat it out. That's got to be a hit, right? They got to give that a hit, maybe, because he dove. Nah, I wouldn't worry about Hall of Fame Wet Cat, because if we're going back in time, no matter the accolades, once you get between those lines, you're in the zone. All right, Wells taking first pitch. Okay, dude, let's see what happens. If you get on base, I'm gonna fucking kill you. Not because I'm mad you're on base, but because you know better. You know that this is the way to go. Ooh. He does the opposite. Double play. He just super stinks. That's all it is. He just super stinks. Whatever, Wells. I don't even know what to say to you anymore. I'm happy you took the first pitch this time, though. The one time it was actually a strike and you took it. He rolls over Randy to the first baseman. He tags first and then gets Caballero up in a rundown. So tough. It's okay. Who's up? Goldschmidt, top of the order. 0 for 3 Goldschmidt. It's okay. He's got the lefty matchup, so he should be good, right? He's batting 130. Tell me why this is the better matchup. Simply because last year he did better against righties than Ben Rice did against lefties? Is that why, Boone? Is that why you keep going to this matchup? Message retracted. Corey Davis. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. The best hitter. We're talking all the 3 years I played. The count all 3 years, or just like the 2010 year where we were all at the top of our game. Corey Davis. In what fucking universe? Only in his universe was he a good hitter. Let me think here. If we're going since my first year on the team, I think it was the first year for Wet Cat on the team, right before Creature made it to the organization, I would have to say the best natural hitter was Colin Gray, CG. I know Sabins was really good, even my senior year. I think he played one more year after that. In 2011, he was really good, but Colin Gray just can wake up and hit. He worked out. He did upper body workouts only. He never hustled. He never ran much. He can just wake up and hit. The guy I think he had a 23 game hitting streak or something like that. So I'm going Colin Gray. I want to know what everyone else's answers were. And I'm gonna go ahead and give Creature. I'm gonna give you a pass on the Corey Davis as a joke, because I know if you were serious, you'd be banned from the chat for the rest of the game. So we were right on the money, all of us. Colin Gray and Sabins. Sabins would be a close second. I think maybe 2011. I don't remember what his numbers were, Sabins. But that guy, he wasn't as natural of a hitter as Colin Gray, and he was always, Sabins is a weird guy. Like the way he swung, he had if you looked at him, the way he played, he had no business being as good as he was. But he was consistently good. Consistently good. I know you're just trying to get banned by saying Matt Steele. I know you're trying to get banned. Because that little bastard, what do you have, 6 hits out of the infield? Everything else was an infield single. The bat was his size. I remember when he broke his leg or whatever the year before I played, and he's walking around in that boot. It was like this. It looked like a full leg cast, but it was supposed to be just a shin boot. Wow, I didn't know he was 200 hit for playing 2 years. That's crazy. Yeah, and you're right. Mechanically, he was unorthodox. Is a good word to use for that. Fried is out there in the 7th, baby. Let's go. Duran's 2 for 2 against him though, so I think they're probably playing it batter by batter now with him. He's at 82 pitches, and I know Boone is going batter to batter for sure. You're absolutely right. NAIA, unorthodox guy. They probably just thought he was getting lucky playing it, in NAIA with that pitching overall. I think we got lucky on our team. Not lucky, but I guess because Thurno just knew how to recruit pitchers maybe and develop pitchers as Duran grounds that one out to first base. So, well, actually, I think Fried fielded it. Fried or Wells fielded that one. It was like a swinging bunt. Yeah, swinging bunt. Wells got it. Okay, so one out now. Between his recruiting abilities and developing our guys, our pitching staff was legit. And there was not a lot of other teams who had as deep of a pitching staff as we did when I played. I don't know how it's been lately. It seems to be a little bit tougher now as they're D2. It's tougher to recruit guys in NCAA to go to Embry-Riddle to play baseball because they don't even like the sports. The school doesn't even care about the sports there, so I don't blame players for not wanting to go there anymore. 2-0 to Durbin. Look, just throw Durbin strikes. The guy can't hit, Fried. I know you're tired and you've been lights out all day, so I can't get mad at you, but just serve it up for him. The guy can't hit. And if he hits a home run, so what? Blind squirrel finds a nut every once in a while. I just said it. He grounds out to shortstop. Caballero fields and fires. There you go. That's it. Just throw right down the middle. The guy can't get a hit. Take advantage of that, and you did. So 2 quick outs and Wong's up. Wong's cold right now, but he could be a threat. I'm not even going to entertain the DJ Dover. Boy, was that guy a poopy of a player. Easy over there, Randy. Let the ghost play. We got 2 out now. To Wong, first pitch is ball inside. If anybody not in the Embry-Riddle family is tuned in, DJ Dover Hubbard was an all-time clown. That was the first time he, as Wong flies us at left field, so this should be an easy play for Bellinger, and that'll do it for the inning. Great inning for Fried. They should put him out in the 8th. I know they won't, but they should totally put him out in the 8th. He's only got 85 pitches. DJ Dover Hubbard was the first athletic catfish, I think, that I've ever encountered. Where the coach put him on the team to practice and stuff. He never dressed when I was there, thankfully. I don't know if it was because I think the assistant athletic director begged him to put him on the team or some shit like that. I don't know what it was. I'm entertaining the whole thing, creature. You know how I am. And he would sit in the stands during games, order pizza or Jersey Mike subs, and stuff his face. And then he would go on Facebook and tell everyone he went 2 for 3. And he was just stealing stats from our star player, Bonji. And he would just, whatever stats Bonji got that game, he would post that he got those stats. And he was the first college athlete catfish I've ever saw. And I want to say that's all I got to say about that, but I know I'm going to remember more bullshit about that guy to rant about. Wingstop was another big play. That was a big stop for him. I remember the first time that I saw food delivered was Domino's to him. That's why I remember Domino's so well, because that was the first time I saw the Domino's guy show up in the stadium for him to go pick up the pizza. It was embarrassing. I mean, he had no shame because he knew he was about to go 2 for 3 with a home run and 3 RBIs. I think my favorite might have been when he got called out by the other player on our team. The other player on our team was sleeping around on his girlfriend, and DJ Dover Hubbard tattletaled on him to the girlfriend on Facebook, of course, because he loved Facebook. And then that guy called him out at practice saying he wasn't a good wingman because, as Judge takes strike one down the middle from Rivera's still in there. Let's pay attention to the Judge here for a sec, folks. Takes that one outside. But this guy was bitching about DJ Dover Hubbard being a poor wingman. And this guy, let me tell you about this guy, dogs. This guy will rat you out to your girlfriend, and he's a piss poor wingman, blah, blah, blah. And like he expected us to rally behind him, like, yeah, you don't rat on your friends for committing adultery and cheating. Like, give me a fucking break, dude. You're both pieces of shit. Sorry. I hate to break it to you, but nobody likes either of you. This Judge rips that one foul, so it's 2-2 now. If you're looking at that stat alone, Wetcat, it does not look good for me. It doesn't say anything good about me if we both hit well off of you in practices and inter squads. As Judge grounds out to the shortstop for out number 1. But I also have in-game stats. And DJ Dover Hubbard doesn't have a lot of those. So I think I'll go with my in-game record and my in-game stats over my inter-squad stats, even though I did pretty okay in inter-squads, mainly because I was catching the bullpens of all the pitchers I was facing, and I knew what was coming. Who do you think the best practice player was? I have my answer. I know in my head who it was. Like the player that in inter-squad scrimmages and practices when we played all together, who do you think the best was? Practice all-star. As Bellinger lines that one up the middle, but the shortstop is shifted over and he gobbles it up. Damn. That's why you play the shift. I guess the numbers don't lie. So 2 quick outs now, and Stan's up. 2 for 3 for Stan. Nailed it, Orty. Creature nailed it. Bearden was also pretty good on the bump. Takes that one outside. So 1-0 to Stan. Who do you think it was then, Creature? I say Zentmeyer, but I don't remember it. I'm just honing in on him. I don't remember a lot of other people standing out too much in practice only. Stanton rips that one to shortstop. They got a lot of time with him. And that'll do it. 1-2-3 inning. So let's see if they bring in Fried. But I'm going to stick around and see what you guys think about the best practice player. Travis Bearden was a good practice pitcher. He also had a good fall when we played exhibitions against other teams. I just don't remember him having any success in a real game in this actual season. And then he might have, faked some injuries or something to never have to pitch in a game ever after that. He was also old. I mean, he kept telling us he was in his early mid-20s, but he sure looked 40-something. Was Chris Page better in games or better in practice than in games? I guess because he never played my senior year when he was on the team. He never played in a game. Because he had a smarts problem, I guess. GPA problem. He did dominate the fall, though, Chris Page. Shout out Chris Page. He was a devastating power hitter against the JUCOs in the fall, exhibitions and inter squads. But I never played. I don't remember him ever being in a game when I was on the team. So I guess that technically counts. But I think it was because he couldn't play, not because he wasn't like other guys on their team who played good in practice didn't play because they weren't really good. Luckily, none of those guys listen to this, so we could talk about them. Tommy Pavisi, Wet Cat, is that who you're talking about? Batter or pitcher? Are we talking about Jordat? Jordat, from the pitching standpoint, was also devastating. Fried is still in the eighth. Let's go, baby. That's what I like to see. 0-1 to IKF. You can get this guy. He's only batting 185. Jordat, the pitcher, was one of the guys where he can throw me his slider every single pitch, and I may go 1 for 10. It was just, he had an absolutely devastating slider. Filthy, in my opinion. But I also wasn't very good, So, for me, it was devastating. Maybe at the pro level, not so much. Who knows? But, yeah, Tommy Pavisi was one of those California kings that came in. Oh, he's going to be the best ever and this and that. And the guy didn't even sniff. He didn't even sniff an inning of practice. He played like 2 practices. And that was it. Like, it was nothing. Ooh, IKF lines one, and McMahon makes an incredible diving play. What a play by McMahon. That was a bullet down the line. I don't know how IKF turned on that one. He hit it as hard as he possibly could, and McMahon just snatched it out of the air. A little web gem action for you. Great job, McMahon. Great play. No time to think on that one. But all of those guys that we're talking about had smarts problems. All of them. What a play by McMahon. Good for you, McMahon. I'm glad you're contributing to the team. Swing and a miss from Rafael on that pitch. So we're 0-2 now to him. How many pitches does he have? 94 pitches. Finish this inning strong. Let's go. You can do it. Finish the inning. Boone, don't take him out. Let him fucking finish like a man. He's earned it. And if Boone tries to come out, you tell him, sit your ass back down. I want this. Did he check? Did he check his swing? He did check his swing. Damn it, that was close. Okay, 1-2. Get this guy out. Finish this inning strong. Don't take him out. He's earned it. Swing and a miss. Let's go. Let's go. Rafaela, you stink. Fried can't be stopped tonight. Keep him on the mound. Keep him in there. Don't even think about coming out, Boone. Sit your ass in the dugout. Stay there. Willie Contreras is 0 for 2 with a walk in the first inning. And nothing but shit ground balls. Strike one. Let's go. Right at him. Just come right at him and just absolutely beat his ass. Let's go. Good tail on that changeup. It was a ball, but it was a good movement on that changeup. Come on, let's finish this inning. Let's get an old school start under our belt. That'd be awesome. Old school, 100 pitches, 8 innings. Love to see it. 90s era start. Swing and a miss on that curveball. Not even close, Contreras. Not even close. You knew it, too. You knew it. You gave the head nod. Come on, finish it off. Strikeout would be huge. 100th pitch with a K. Let's go. See you later. Let's go, baby. What an absolute outing. What a fucking man outing for Fried. What a absolute dominant performance. Let's fucking go, dude. That's what I'm talking about. 100 pitches, 8 innings, 3 weak-ass hits. Let's go. I know the Red Sox stink, but you fucking dominated them. And you earned that shit. They should bring his ass out in the 9th. Hell, fuck it at this point. He's shoving it up their ass. Let him finish strong. God damn it, what a game, Fried. This is why you live stream Fried games. The guy just shoved it up their ass all night, baby. Let's go. I got to take a break. We'll be right back. All right, we're back as McMahon is steps into the plate. He's 0-1 now on a foul ball. Oh, batting 128. That is tough. Randy, you're not allowed to sit there. No. That's not your seat. That's not your seat. Get down from there. Thank you, buddy. Guy thinks he can take my seat at the command center when I'm streaming. Think again, pal. He's got free reign of literally every other part of the house. I guess Fried's done. I missed his stats. Show his stats again. Pop them up. Pop up the stats for the game. 8 innings, 100 pitches. How many Ks did he have? Did he go over? What was it? What was his K? The line today for freed Ks? 6.5. They should bring him back out. That'd be amazing. 2-2 now to McMahon. Strike 3. McMahon. Saw that one coming a mile away. Hector Rivera still in there. Here comes Trent Grisham, batting 164. Yeah, he's definitely had to be over the strikes. I don't know what it was today, but I think he had like 7-8 strikeouts easy. I love Grisham, but he needs to do something. He needs to turn it around to earn that $22 million contract. I don't see it happening this year. I think he had a unusually good year for him last year, even though it was basically league average year. Swing and fouls that one back, so it's 1-1 now to Grisham. Did he attempt to take somebody out? Is that a true story there, Wet Cat? On that fella, Hector? No, he didn't swing at that. You don't even have to check it. Give me a break. It's 2-1 now. Depending on the severity and the context, you can go away for quite some time for attempted offing. Oh, I think he got the end of the bat on that one, just underneath that one as he flies that out to right field. That's gone in Yankee Stadium, though, maybe. So, upcoming schedule for the Yanks has popped up. Let's see. Next Wednesday is a day game, so I might have to do the Tuesday game next week. Or maybe the Tuesday game. I can't do Fridays anymore because I have a call on Friday nights, so this Jazz takes strike 1 on a slider. Don't swing at that. You're good. You're good. Oh, they should sign him on the Yankees then. Or beating up his girl. Give him the Chapman contract. Or the Domingo Germán contract. So 1-1 to Jazz. Yeah, so next week I'm looking at the schedule. Might have to do Tuesday evening instead of Wednesday, because Wednesday's a day game. I don't like doing day games in the middle of the week. Everybody's working. Nobody gets to enjoy it. I have to stop working. I don't get paid enough for that stuff, unfortunately, yet. Swing and a miss on that fastball, so it's 2-2 now to Jazz. Damn, they showed it. I missed it. They showed the trivia. We nailed it. We got to Alaris, baby. Good work, team. We did it. Two to Jazz. And another weak fly ball. So that's 3 weak fly balls for him. And a strikeout. Oh, Jazzy boy. Yikes. They got Hedrick going up now. Damn it. Or Hedrick. Hedrick is now pitching for Fried. I would have loved to see him come in for the 9th, throw a complete game. But Boone would never do that. He was probably... His a-hole was probably so tight you couldn't fit a pin through it, just leaving him out there for the 8th inning, because he knows his stat fellas advise against it, and he knows his overlord Cashman wouldn't want him to keep him in longer either. So it was a pipe dream to see a Yankee pitcher pitch a complete game. I know that's crazy talk these days, but there was a time when a complete game was a possibility in the league. They don't even do it. Some of these teams don't even let pitchers throw in no-hitters or perfect games finish out the game because of pitch count and load management and all this other bullshit. It's crazy to me. It's weak. That's right. I don't believe in spoilies, or at least I don't get mad at spoilies. But I don't remember if they actually showed the trivia answer yet. But Leyritz he's the guy. Couldn't agree more. 100 pitches and he was cruising. There it is, Jim Leyritz. We got it, guys. We did it. Great work by the team, by the chat. Jim Leyritz with that weird leg kick and everything. Yeah, they're literally showing the only 2 home runs he's ever hit. Only 3 home runs. That's what I remember him for. But in his career, he wasn't a home run guy. Eight home runs and 72 postseason plate appearances. Not bad for him. Jim Leyritz. We did it, guys. Good work. Yeah, 100 pitches, 100 cruise pitches, like cruise control pitches. 0 high-stakes situations, no pressure whatsoever. The guy was cruising. I don't care that he threw 100. He would have thrown 110 total pitches maybe if he came out here in the 9th. That's just let him get the complete game. He earned that shit. And I know Fried won't say anything. I know it's early in the season, but old time Yankees, old 90s, early 2000s Yankees guys, they're telling the coach to take a fucking hike. I'm going out there in the 9th. Now, I know it's more prevalent later in the season when the games are on the line more and playoff games and stuff like that, but I would love to see a pitcher again tell the coach to stick it. I'm staying out here. I'm doing it. As Abreu grounds out to Jazz, so that's out number 1 for Hedrick. Ooh, Cam Schlittler's pitching tomorrow. The Schlitz. I like him. I like him because he's just a fastball guy. He literally does have 7 different kinds of smoke, just about. And I'm a fan of that. Story gets a hit against Hedrick. Story hasn't hit the ball in a month. And his first hit is against Hedrick. Now, I don't think Hedrick's doing terrible this year, but, I mean, that's tough. That's a tough look for Jeff Nelson's doppelganger. That's a tough look right there. The guy hasn't hit the ball in a month. In the first pitch, you give up a hit to him. That sucks. That's a tough look, Hedrick. Sorry about it. You blew that one by Monasterio, so good. You picked yourself up a little bit. Man, that's a little bit embarrassing, buddy. A little bit. I could see if it was like Duran, who's gotten hits today, or Connor Wong, who's a good hitter historically, somebody like that. But Trevor Story can't find a hit, and you just served one up to him. It's a little bit embarrassing, as that one is slider way down in the dirt for ball 2. So 2-1 now to Monasterio. He's batting a hot 200. 0 for 2 with a walk. 3 RBIs. He has as many RBIs as Jazz Chisholm, old 50-50 himself. That sucks. So 2-1 now. Away ball 3. Yeah, they got Bednar speeding up his warm-up in the bullpen just in case Hedrick can't figure it out. I'll tell you what, Fried would have been out. The game would have been over if Fried's pitching him. The guy was locked in. These guys couldn't touch him. Oh, after the third at bat, they're more familiar. Statistically more likely to get a hit. Give me a break. He was shoving it up their ass. They're all 0 for 3, except for Duran. And the one guy who was it Rafaela who had a hit? Maybe that was it. Monasterio hits a little blooper to center field, and I thought that was going to be a hit too. I thought that was in the Bermuda Triangle, but Grisham tricked me there, and he made the catch for out number 2. Okay, all right, Grish, shouldn't be dicking around like that when you're batting 168, but okay. All right, here's Jarren Duran. He's got 2 doubles off the wall today, 2 for 3, so he might be done hitting. Unless he's starting up a hot streak, but I think he's done hitting today, hopefully with Hedrick. Lefty on lefty. Well, Max Fried was a lefty too. What are we doing here with this pitch count shit? Get in the box, let's go. Ground ball out, end it. Nope, ball 1. Great start. Trevor Story. Is that Trevor Story, or did they pinch run for him? Story just stole second on catcher's indifference or fielder's indifference, whatever they call it these days. So I don't think it counts as a stolen base. It certainly didn't in MLB The Show when Tony Rigatoni was stealing every base known to man. So it can't count in the real world, right? That's exactly it, Wet Cat. Let's get the bullpen even more tired when Fried could have put this game away 3 pitches ago. Complete game, bullpen gets a rest, but no, you can't do it. You can't get out of your own way. This is where I hate Boone. Not because he's in lockstep with the analytics team and he loves analytics. It's because he has 0 in-game feel. He is a cuck to the analytics. He can't help himself. He has to play it safe. He has to mismanage the game because at least if we lose the game and we blow, we can always go back and say, well, the stats said this was the move. So we went with the numbers there, and just sometimes it doesn't work out for you. It's an easy out. It's a safe cuck simp bet. And he takes it every time. Every chance he gets to make the safe play. Regular season, playoffs, it doesn't matter. That's what Boone's going to do. Durant fouls that off, so we'll do it again 2-2. He's fighting now. 16 pitches for Hedrick. Fried would have been done in 10. I'm telling you. Tops. Guy was dealing. Don't forget all the times these guys in the bullpen have to warm up and then not go in. There's a slider in the dirt, so 3-2 now. Good block by Wells there at least. So these guys are just continuing to exhaust their arms. And we're in the first third of the season, and you're having bullpen issues. Not because they stink, because you're over-pitching them. Because you stink, Boone. Because you stink. Ground ball up the middle and through for a base hit. That guy's going to score. There goes the shutout. Good fucking job. Good fucking call, Boone. Hedrick has 600 pitches this last week and a half. Because you overpitch. What are you going to do? You got to take him out, put another guy in? Wear his arm out too? Fucking dickhead. Guy's got 3 hits. He's got the only hits on the team. I don't know enough about the pitching coach for the Yanks. Is it Blake? Whatever his name is. But I just don't like his look. He looks also soft. He just looks soft too. I don't know anything about him. I wish Mel Stottlemyre was still around. I wish it was Stottlemyre and Torrey. Back at it again. Winning championships. Coaching game to game. But also thinking strategically the right way. Yeah, and because the Yanks will probably end up winning the game, the stats aren't going to show this was a mismanaged game. They're just going to show a win. That's it. That's what pisses me off the most because that's how he gets away with it. That's how everyone thinks that Aaron Boone is this great manager that takes his teams to the playoffs every year. He doesn't. He's one of the key reasons the Yankees aren't competitive in World Series because of his mismanagement. It's bad enough you get a stink team from Cashman. Now you gotta be double stink and mismanage them too. And when the team is actually decent, you still mismanage it and you fuck that away. Now all your pitchers are tired. And when you have no hitting and you got pitchers who are tired, you're going to lose games. That one gets away. Durant can run all the way around the bases if he wants on that one. That was 2-2 to Durbin can't hit. Just throw the ball in the strike zone. You can underhand it. What are you doing? Yeah, no shit, it was a wild pitch, official scorekeeper. He threw it 45 feet in the dirt. Look, see? Throw strikes. He can't hit it. The most he can do is foul off or dribble ground out. Maybe he'll pop one up. I'll tell you what, if you give up a hit to this guy, I'm going to fucking lose it. Strike him out. Let's go. God damn it. Get 2 strikes in a row. Can you do that, Hedrick? I know. You're probably because you're tired. I can't even be that mad at you because you've been overpitched. 24 pitches in 1 inning. Give me a goddamn break. Oh, the Yanks are going to win, though. What are you so mad about? This is what gets me pissed off because Boone is ruining the team by pulling shit like this. 25 pitches. Durbin couldn't sniff a hit, and he's up there battling like he's Willie fucking Mays right now. Because Hedrick is exhausted. Look at him panting. He's exhausted. Just close the door, please. Ground ball to Caballero. Bounces it to first. Got him. Thank God. Thank God. The Yankees pull out the W. Boone's a hero again. Nobody's going to see that he was the reason why there was any chance for Boston to get back into this game. Absolutely dominant performance. There was no other way to put it by Max Fried. Absolutely shoved it up their ass for 8 innings. Close the door on him. Rosario, that poor bastard, gets all the RBIs for the offense, and gets rewarded by being benched. But the Yankees pull out the game. It's over. A win's a win's a win's a win. That's all I care about. And we're 4-0 here on the LPDS live streams, by the way. So great work by Max Fried, Rosario, Stanton, of course. Great job overall getting the W. Thank you guys for tuning in. Stand by for the schedule for next week's stream. Probably going to be Tuesday. Great chat. I love interacting with you guys in the chat. It's super fun for me. It makes this stuff really fun, even when I'm getting pissed off and yelling at Austin Wells and Boone. So thank you guys for tuning in.